Hi, we're coming from the OT room again. Today we're going to talk about making Play-Doh or using what Play-Doh if you have already bought Play-Doh at home. And the recipe we have is right there, and these are the ingredients that you can use in it.
And it's actually really easy to make Play-Doh at home. I know that that's the recipe that I use, and it always turns out. I keep it in a Ziploc bag it can last up to 2 weeks, I feel. Right now, you might want to change it out more, but 2 weeks is a good shelf life for it. The recipe calls for using a hot tea. A chamomile tea is nice for the aromatherapy part, and also I use some peppermint oil from the peppermint extract there, which isn't, real toxic or harmful, and actually is an antifungal, so it's a nice added addition to the sensory part of the Play-Doh. So here we go.
Yeah, so we have just different Play-Doh toys and cookie cutters. So when you're rolling it out, if you don't have a fancy roller like that, you can use a piece of pipe, PVC pipe.
And you want the children, to use their hands, their rest space, opening up their fingers, going back and forth like this. Hand strengthening and using for the shoulders too.
And one of the activities that we like to do is to just put out little pieces of Play-Doh, and then basically you just take them and roll them in between the pads of your fingers. You can alternate to each finger opposing it against the thumb, and you can use both hands. And this is really, really good for getting a more refined grip.
Yep. And then with the Play-Doh, if you double this recipe, you'll get a nice big mound of it, and it's a little bit stronger than this Play-Doh too, so it's good for hand strengthening. But this is good too if you don't make it. And something I do with the children for both hands and crossing midline and hand strengthening is I have a little song I sing with the younger ones. And I tell them to pass and squeeze, and that helps with the muscles in the hand. So I say, pass and squeeze it, pass and squeeze it, keep it in your palm. Pass and squeeze it, pass and squeeze it really hard. You didn't know I was going to sing that, did you?
No, I didn't.
But anyway, they know the song. Most of the children do, and they love it because then they get to take it and make it squeeze between their fingers, and then they get to use their hands and their muscles, and you can do that for a little while. So that's one fun hand strengthening exercise with the Play-Doh.
Yep.
And then putting for the fine motor also too, if you have any colorful beads or beads or anything around the house that they can like make decorations and put on the cookies. The flipper and flopper is good for hand strengthening. And
we use little trays, and you can work on cutting. Using a fork, which is which is great for practicing eating your lunch in the cafeteria.
Great thing to do too. I know
you can cut with
scissors. Yep, use your scissors to have. They love to cut the Play-Doh, so that's something that's fun for them.
Which is a less resistive surface than, like we use Theraputty for kids that are working on greater strength. Anything else?
Let's see, you can make letter shapes with them and help them build their letters so that you can talk about big lines and little lines. So you can make a big line and then make a little line so that you can make a T. And then you can talk about the shapes of handwriting, which is something we're going to start. I have a little video for you. Little curves and then bigger curves. So this is something good that you can do. And rolling snakes is actually really good for the hands. It's actually very relaxing. You'll find too if you put the lavender in your Play-Doh, it's very calming. It's a nice calming sensory thing to do, so the children really like that. But of course, if your children have allergies, you have to be careful what you put in. But the essential oils can go into the Play-Doh if you mix them up with the oils, so that's a good thing. Let's see what else. Pinch, roll, snakes, cookie cutters, yep.
So anyway, we just wanted to give you a couple more ideas of things you can do at home to just keep up with the hand strengthening and the sensory components and handwriting with letter shapes. Hope you all are well.
Stay well.